I believe I fixed it. Ursula P. Eden, hello. Is the sound better now? Is it better now? Did I fix it? Night Reader, hello. Cosmic, hello. Elmore, Annie Law, Robin, welcome. Haiti, welcome back. Wolfie, welcome back. Used to have to get married to Wayne. Wayne still. Now audio is fine. There we go. Cool. He Kate's Crossing, hello. Grump. All right. Mouse free. There was no mouse in my blender. I promise. Bethany, what's going on in Eden? How are you? Claire and Joe is here. Annie Law. Yes, you did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was messing around with the decks, the pictures of the cards. I was messing around with that. And Charchellis, hello. Good to see you again. Robin, Carmen, what's going on? All right, let's get started. I have no idea what happened. I was messing around with the, I think I've overloaded this software a bit much. So I think what happened was that it locked up and the software just glitched. It probably was consuming too many resources or something. Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Son's father, so baby daddy is going to get supervised visito. Okay, so what do you want to know? Like, what's the question? Is the question, is baby daddy going to get supervised visit? Is that what's going on? Is that a yes or no? Grump, thank you for the cloth compliment. We got that in the cloth renewal of 2020. We have the cloth renewal of 2020. That was freaky. Angie, I have no idea what happened. I think that I consumed all the resources on the PC and it had trouble encoding the audio. So I'm assuming that's what happened. Once you get a certain level of resources done. Anyway, so Haiti wants to know about baby's daddy going to get custody, going to get visitation. Okay. HG, baby daddy going to get visitation. Visitation. Yes. Is baby daddy going to get visitation? Let's find out what we got there. Magician. I do think that they have a compelling case here. I do say yes. They have a compelling case here, right? We have all signs point to yes. Baby daddy is going to get the visitation. Cosmic, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We'll get to your question right after Haiti. But basically, yes, if you want to know yes, no answer. I think that they have the resources to compel so he has visitation, but I want the court to change it. Okay. I mean, I see him keeping visitation. I mean, you have the magician. He's good at keeping this. He's good at figuring out how to get it. He's good at, he's the master of his tools. He's good at going to go to the court. He's going to know what to say. He's going to have the lawyers that know what to say. The magician says that, yeah, I mean, he has an advantage in this particular case because he can come in and just be the magician, be the master of all that other stuff. Two of Pentacles, I think that they're going to end up giving him a choice or end up giving him the visitation or whatever he's trying to get. The Two of Pentacles, sort of that juggling, that mixture. Lisa, hello, how is it going? I'm going to get that mixture of good and bad, the mixture of balances and things like that from the Two of Pentacles. But he has the choices, so he does have the options to get that, to get what he wants within this case. So when the case goes, or when we're trying to compel the court or what have you to change something, it looks like he has the advantage. The magician, the Two of Pentacles, and Juicy Peach, hello. Nothing was seducing L. New guy Jay, he's very sexually attracted, but is he interested more in that? How's he feel? Oh, wait a minute. So Juicy, you gave up on your seduction? Oh, you gave up? I thought he was smelling your hair. You were making progress. Liz, hello, how's it going? But the Two of Pentacles says he has those choices. He's going to be able to compel people to give him the choice, the choices that he wants, and he's good at getting that stuff. Page of Wands, again, points to child, points to a youngster. Page of Wands says he's going to get the action that he wants, and he's going to get the visitation that he wants. With the Page of Wands and Ace of Cups, he seems to be content and happy. He's got the Ace of Cups. Ends up being an adventure. Ends up being something emotionally beneficial to him. So it seems like he's got the upper hand basically within this realm, it seems. So we have a bunch of different things pointing to all of that. Positive always. Thank you for a great name, by the way. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We'll get to your reading in just a second. But yeah, it looks like Baby Daddy has the upper hand in this particular case, which may be bad. I'm sorry, but just reading it like it comes out there. Okay, so Cosmic. Cosmic. What is it? C energies? What is C energies towards my daughter P? Oh, okay. So your daughter has a date. Is that your daughter has a potential date, or your daughter has a new honey, or what is happening there? Angie Mapura, Twisted Mind. Angie, this channel gets all the good readings. If you think other channels get good readings, just hang out here for a while. So anyway, okay, so the story with Juicy Peach is, Juicy Peach has been trying to seduce this person at work, seduce this guy at work, and she's not making any progress. But Tarot Magician, hello, thank you for joining, I appreciate it. So Juicy Peach has been trying to seduce and has not made the progress that she's been wanting. So now, apparently she's given up, but she made progress the last time because the guy was smelling her hair, and I thought that was a pretty good thing. And then we had the big joke sort of thing about how do you approach sniffing somebody's hair? Do you just go in raw and you just stick your head in their hair and just go, or like how do you approach that? Excuse me. May I smell your hair? May I bury my face within your follicles? I mean, I don't know how to approach that, but Juicy Peach managed to get it done. Juicy Peach is getting it done. Anyway, okay. So Cosmic says, sees energy towards my daughter. Okay, I don't like her attitude toward my daughter. She is 2 years old. Okay, but nothing since. Wow. We went from hair sniffing to a dry spell. I'm sorry to hear that. I was hoping that he said, excuse me, may I put my nasal passages near your follicles or something, I mean, that's a good pickup line. I mean, come on. If I said, hey there, I'd like to put my nasal passages near your follicles, you'd be like, okay. We do need to change the title. Sorry, we're really going off the rails here. It's going off the rails. It's only Thursday. We're not even on Friday yet. All right. KMK. What is C's energy towards my daughter? Okay. Cool deck. This is the Bonefire Tarot. Bonefire Tarot. It's actually available on Amazon, I saw. So that's pretty cool. Divine Empowerment, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh, Divine, we need to do a collab or something. I need to do collab with everybody. All right. What are their intentions? The World, the Moon, Page of Cups, Six of Cups. I do think that they have good intentions. We have a lot of different things here. It's almost like they're trying to be a bit bossy, though. They're being a bit bossy. Antonella, hello. It's so good to see you. And Angie and everybody. All right. So the world says that they have good intentions. Right? The moon, the world mixed with the moon. And it's an interesting combination here because we have the world going into the moon. I think that they have good intentions, but I also think that they're a bit bossy, or they're a bit too much. So what was the towards going into Fashion Week? Okay. And still looking at, don't like her attitudes for my daughter. She's 2 years. Okay. So I think that she has two good intentions, but she's a bit too much. She comes across as a bit too thick or too much intention as far as when that goes. She also seems to be rather emotional about everything as well, right? The world into the moon, maybe too much in this emotional space, and just a bit too much with a variety of things. Ace of Swords says that she's sort of a bossy, right? A bossy Page of Cups. She treats people like they don't know anything, or she treats people like that she knows better than them a lot of different times, right? So you got that Ace of Swords into the page being bossy, and you look at that expression, right? The expression says, oh, come on with the bossiness, come on. So I just think it's a little bit too much. And she almost makes like a show. The world into the Ace of Swords as well points to this dramatic presentation, like this big Leo presentation, like, ta-da, I'm here. It's me. I am here, the hair sniffer, or, you know, whatever. So it's like this big show that comes up about that. And it's just, she just, in good intentions, she comes across as poor. She comes across as bossy. She comes across as demeaning in many different times. The Six of Cups, like, I'm going to hand you this, and I'm going to, you know, you're going to be happy that I'm here, and just too much showiness. But as far as intentions, as far as things like that, the lady obviously wants to get attention. This is the whole thing around this, right? Ace of Swords, give me that attention. I'm piercing the crown of Cather, etc., etc. Into these two almost demeaning cards. Six of Cups. Here, you can have some pennies. Here, have some pennies. You know, kind of thing. And then the Page of Cups. I know more than you, but as far as intentions, I mean, they have good intentions. They just come about the wrong way. They need to work on their communication. They need to work on their sincerity. They need to be a bit more relaxed, and just sort of ease into it, and just, you know, and not be too much. But yeah, I mean, that just sort of points to that. But anyway, but good intentions, the world, the moon, pretty good intentions. All right. Now we're getting to the hair sniffing. So Juicy, you got to fill us in now. Okay. So we have abandoned all of this work with the first guy. And I did say that the first guy was worried about his job. He's worried about it. So I think he would flirt with you, but he wouldn't go all the way into the bases, if that makes sense. So he was just worried about the job. Okay, so new guy. Okay, new guy seduction. Let's see. He's very sexually attractive, but he's interested in more than that. But okay. New guy seduction. Is he worth more than a one-nighter? Okay. So we got a new guy, and we want to know if he's worth more than a one-nighter, right? P-Love, hello. How is it going? Let's see. Still hope, but because the new guy came along. Okay. So we want to know if he's more than a one-nighter. All right. I would normally use the Echoes of Nature, but I have it all separated out and organized because I'm doing a class on it. I think what would be better, actually, whoa, sorry about that. I just almost knocked the mic over. I think would be the Lightseer's Tarot. Got to do the Lightseer's Tarot. Go for it. Hit it and quit it. Divination. Divination came in here in the right time. Look at this. Look. Divination has to include the protection. Yeah. You always gotta do that protection thing. After all, so we want to know. Mary H, welcome. Bethany. All right, so we want to know the new guy. Oh, we got a new guy card. It flopped out. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Oh, you can't see it. Look at that, the Ace of Cups. Look at that, the Ace of Cups. We got some nice stuff going on here with the new guy. All right, the new guy is Jay. And let's find out if the new guy is going to be quite the prude as the other guy. You know I'm old when I say prude. What's a new prude? Can anybody tell me? Like, is anybody up on the language that they know what a prude is in current terms? What is the millennial prude? Hopefully somebody knows, because that would be interesting. Okay, so the hair sniffer's out. The hair sniffer's out. So is the hair sniffer getting jealous? I'm just kind of curious. I think that you should have the new guy sniff your hair right in front of the old hair sniffer and like see what he does, you know? I'm not literally. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Never encourage hair sniffing based upon a random Virgo reading cards on YouTube. Prude is, okay, the new thing is a virgin. So it's technically not a virgin? I'm not really sure. Maybe is asexual. Maybe the hair sniffer. Yeah, you don't know. So the old hair sniffer's out. There's no more hair sniffing currently happening. So the Ace of Cups, so this is important now. Let's check it out. Ace of Cups 7. King of Wands, Four of Swords, the 10 and the Emperor. I think, yeah, I think this, I'm not really sure. Is this a hit it and quit it? As D says, the Ace of Cups says, I think that they have a, I think they have a definite, I think Hair Sniffer needs to find somebody else to stalk. Oh, we've gone off the rails. It's gone just completely random at this point. Okay, I'm sorry, Blue Crayola and Positive Always. I'm getting you a reading, but we need to get the hair sniffing out of the way. Ace of Cups says you do have a potential here. You do have a potential here. The Seven of Cups says that, I think you have more than just the hair sniffer and the new guy. I think that you have more options with that as far as that's concerned. Kayla, hello. How is it going? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Seven of Cups points to options. It points to a definite interest, right? The Ace of Cups, we have a new romance budding here. Either he has a lot of different options or you have a lot of different options possibly within the Seven of Cups. I think there's a lot of outcomes that are potential. Marby, hello. How's it going? God's child, hello. How are you? So the Seven of Cups means somebody has a lot of options, or there's a lot of different paths that can be crossed here, a lot of different paths that can be seen here. The King of Wands says they're definitely interested in moving forward, right? King of Wands, you have that stern look, got the lion behind him. He's holding the wand. He's ready to go, right? King of Wands is ready to rock and roll. You can tell right now, just from this, that he is not going to just be the hair sniffing type, right? He's going to go for the full Monty. So the King of Wands does not mess around with the hair sniffing. I'm just saying. He's just going to go for what, going to go for it. So, yeah, we have a definite interest. We have a budding romance, definitely going to be going for it, not a hair sniffer. I think that he may have a lot of different options, so you may not be the only one type thing. The Four of Swords and into the Ten of Swords sort of indicates that I think that the initial interaction here could be quite challenging, right? Because we have the 4 into the 10. It could be quite challenging. The first respect is that the full Monty. The first thing we're sort of looking at is that I think that he could be looking at a hit it and quit it situation, right? The 4 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. So he wants to take that break right after the hit. He wants to take that break, the 4 of Swords. I want to take a rest. I want to take a break. I don't really want to, go in full into all of this other stuff. So it looks like the seriousness may not be there. The seriousness may not be there. The 10 of Swords also points to a bit of drama after the hit it. And you really look, the 10 of Swords is the definitive quit it. The definitive quit it. Card, right? The 10 of Swords, all the swords being sort of stabbed into the back, etc., etc. Not represented here, but the general theme of the 10 of Swords. Okay. So the Emperor says that, I do think this is a strong person. I think it's a person you could have a relationship with. But again, you want some action, wants to take a break, wants to quit it. And then we have the Emperor, just sort of standing there like, look what I did. And here's another notch in my belt, another old phrase. I'm full of old phrases, by the way. So the Emperor, look what I did. I got juicy peach. I got some juicy peach and, I didn't sniff any hair. And then he's going to roll up to the hair sniffer and go, you know what? You don't, you can sniff again because I'm out. Hopping rabbit or hooping rabbit. Hello, how's it going? Okay, but anyway, you're looking at a player, basically, like everyone's saying in chat. Exactly, divination, he's a player. You have other options. You do here, right? The Emperor means, if the Emperor was here, maybe over here, I think that'd be a lot better. But, you got the hit it, and then you got the quit it. So if we took these out and you didn't have the quit it and we just went over here, I think it would be a lot better situation. HX Shimsy, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. So, but yeah, this would be great right here, but the quit it creeped in. So yeah, if you're looking for something quick, it's like the drive-through dating, right? You go to Wendy's or you go to McDonald's and you get a burger, and you're out. You get that burger and you're out. So it could be Could be something if you're interested in that. If not, you may want to go back to the hair sniffer. I don't know. It doesn't sound like you. I mean, the hair sniffer, as per the previous readings, he's worried about what work will think. That's his problem. He's interested, but he's worried about how this is going to affect his job. Will E get his visa this month? You're quite welcome, Juicy Peach. It's always fun to hear from you. I get the best readings. I get the best reading requests ever. You got to admit it. You got to admit it. He is fine with quit it. Yeah. Okay. Let's find out about this. Will E get his visa this month? We need the Thoth. I love me some Thoth. I do. Positive Always is coming up next. So we got Positive Always, Kayla, and HX Shimsy. We got new claws. All sorts of fun stuff over here. It's going great. Here's a rough day today. I'm glad to be reading tarot and relaxing over here. Will they get the visa? Will they get the visa? Strength. Strength. Well, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird, especially since a lot of it is upside down, but sure. Basically, I'm going to say that they get a decision on the visa. They get a decision on the visa. I don't think it's going to be this month. I don't think it's going to be this month. Crystal, hello. How's it going? I think you're looking at a delay. I think strength upside down means you're looking at a delay. I think you're looking at a delay. And it could be a bit longer. It could be a bit longer. So was it hard to trim those? No, I just use scissors. But yeah, I think you're looking at a bit longer. I don't think it's going to be this month. I know it's a simple yes or no question, but the answer would be no to this month, but the answer would be yes, they get a visa, just not this month. So it seems like there's something happening as far as that. It's almost like a bit of interference, a bit of inaction. Either they're delayed or they have a backup. You know, they're backed up with requests or something, and they're not able to process something. It does start to go through processing. It just doesn't get finished with processing. And it looks like it could be the month after. It could be maybe April or something like that. But yeah, we do have a delay with that. There's a lot of indications of a delay. There's a lot of indications maybe things being backed up, a lot of requests in the queue, not enough people to work it, and all this other stuff. Kimberly, hello. Thank you for your donation. How soon will I return to work? So did you decide to return to work? Okay. All right. So, yeah, anyway, so it looks like a bit of a delay there. So we'll see about it. Probably April. I'm saying April because you do see gears starting to move. You do see some gears starting to move this month, just not a completion this month. Okay, Positive Always. Let's see. What is E's feeling towards me? Towards me? What are E's feelings towards me? Let's check that out. A good E's feelings towards you would be the Little Prince. We have not used the Little Prince in a while. I do enjoy some Little Prince tarot. Found out about E. Found out about E's feelings. Right. Ashley, hello. Welcome back. I appreciate you joining. Hanging out. Ashley, you missed all the hair sniffing discussion. You missed it all. We had some great discussions over here about hair sniffing and Juicy Peach and her seduction adventures. Adventures in seduction. Never know what you're going to get on the channel. All right, let's check it out. Well, good luck, Juicy Peach. I hope that you can find something there. Short-term disability. Oh, okay. All right, let's get rid of the banner. See, what happened was I got like 50 banners of all these decks, and it's using resources, and I clicked something incorrectly, and it loaded them all at once, and it just lagged my PC out. That's what the weird noise was. Anyway, so what are E's feelings towards me? Justice is coming up again. Justice is the star of the show tonight. The star of the show tonight, for sure. Two of Cups, King of Wands. I mean, I think that they have some good feelings towards you. Feelings towards me. I think that they have some romance feelings towards me. We got the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is sort of in the middle, and it's parsing into the 10 of Cups as well. I think that we have a good potential here. The King of Wands willing to take action, willing to get some commitment, and willing to sort of just dive in there, right? The King of Wands has that action, got the snake feel as well. Anyway, Justice says that they're sort of cautious. They're a bit cautious. Elizabeth, hello. How is it going? It wasn't a chipmunk after all. Mom Bear, hey, how you doing? Yeah, Justice. Yeah, I saw your, I was watching on my phone at work and I saw a couple of your readings. Okay, but Justice does, when was it? That's today? Yeah, it was. Okay. Justice does say that they're a bit cautious and they're sort of confused. Ashley, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So they're a bit confused with a variety of things. I think maybe there's some mixed messages coming in here, right? So, but mixed messages with the Justice really not sort of figuring it out. I think the Star says they do figure it out. They do get going on it and they are able to process this. And I think that they're willing to move forward with this if you're willing to move forward. And the Two of Cups points to a romance, right? We do have a positive romance, Two of Cups into the 10 of Cups. I think that they're willing to do something long-term if you are willing to do something long-term as well. I don't think that they have a problem with commitment. I just think that they shop around. And when they're shopping around, they want to make sure that if they commit, it is going to be something where they're going to, you know, have a commitment back. I think they've had some issues before to where they're willing to commit, but other people are not. And they're getting that mixed messages sometimes. And, you know, this just it's hard for them to proceed. So they want to be a bit extra cautious. And Justice says they're weighing that out or they're balancing that out. And they do want to be a bit extra cautious. But again, the Star, that guiding light, that guiding star means that they're being guided towards you. And I think that they figure out, you know, pretty much intuitively that this is something they want to sort of go forth and go with. And again, Two of Cups, 10 of Cups, they're not willing, or they're not afraid of commitment. They are willing to make some commitment. Two of Cups, they do want, you know, something to happen. And the King of Wands are willing to take that action and they're willing to go forth with that. Ravista, hello, how's it going? It is Pisces, Mercury retrograde, finally going to end on the 10th of March. Everything will be back to normal. Hopefully, March 9th is beautiful Virgo moon starts. Cool. Okay. So, anyway, good luck. Does my Scorpio love me or is he lust? Do we have another hit it or quit it? Tonight is hit it or quit it night, isn't it? All right. So KN wants to know hit it or quit it. KN? My Scorpio love me or lust me? Let's find out. We're going. Ramia, hello. How's it going? All right. What do I want for that? I want, you know what I want? The Victorian Romantic Tarot. I did fix it too. Is it turned off? Yes, I did fix it too. Before it looked terrible. Now it looks nice. It looks very nice. Yeah, tonight, Elizabeth, tonight is hit it or quit it night. This is like the third one, I think. No, the second one. All right. We'll figure it out. I do need to, nice background. Thank you, Elizabeth. This is my new cloth that I got. I got 4 cloths off Etsy, and I got this one plus the other 3, and I chose the cotton backing, so they're only 20 bucks each, which, you know, I complain about paying $65 for Ciro Marchetti's cloth, but he's got a new one out, well, an old one that's back in stock, and I'm really tempted to get it. I'm really tempted to get it. Really tempted. I got other stuff I need to use that money on. Like bills. Bills is great to pay bills so they don't start calling you. Because they will call. They do call me. Whoa, divination getting bold up in here. This may be my favorite claw. Live in Luxury wants to know how this works. There's no list. Donations take priority and then I pick at random. I know everyone hates me picking at random. I'm just saying because you missed the Zach at the Tiger's Abyss had a stream. And I was on for the beginning and he goes, and he asked the audience, he was like, do you want me to do like TarotOracle and pick at random or do you want me to have a list? And everybody goes, no, don't do like TarotOracle. No. Anyway. What am I doing? Turn the light seers off. Turn that off. Okay, here we go. Oh, by the way, I'm going to come up with a video demonstrating why I don't do a list. And I want you to watch it because it makes perfect sense once you see what the problems are with a list. I'm going to demonstrate it perfectly. And you're going to see how the list just tanks the stream. It just tanks the stream, in my opinion. Of course, you know, my show, my opinion. Okay. But is it lust or is it love? The Star, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Wow, that is quite an interesting combination. I'm going to go with lust if I have an A or a B. Deb, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for the $3. Live in Luxury. Hello, how is it going? All right. Live in Luxury and Deb, do you have a question? Please leave the question in the comments. And I'll get to you in just a second. We got 6 in queue. So I think it's lust. I mean, I just think it's lust just from this. The Knight of Swords, right? The Knight of Swords is you see that sort of that lusty look as well with the Star. I mean, they know where they're going. And the Knight of Swords says they're willing to go there and they're willing to hit that. But Knight of Swords also says that they sort of want their own way. They want their own way. Jinbo, hello, how's it going? They want their own way, and they're trying to figure this out. But you know, as they're sort of moving across and moving along, the Knight of Swords is very active, a very mobile card as well. So they're not someone that settles down. Star means they have a definitive path in mind. They're not lost. The Star is making appearances today. The Star in Justice seems to be the theme today. But the Star says that they're not lost. They know where they're going. They know what they want. And they're going to head their full speed, the Nine of Swords, to get there. The Seven of Wands, I think they're going to hit a path to where there's some drama involved. And the drama is going to be the quit it part, you know, of the lust, etc. The Seven of Cups says they have other options, other places to be, other women to be with. They do have, you know, the variety of things. So you see a lot of movement. You see challenges. And then you see that sort of lusty thing here. But yeah, there's a lot of movement, a lot of challenges. I don't see anything that would indicate maybe a Four of Wands where they're willing to settle down with that, right? Or maybe the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles would be great here. They're willing to settle down. They're willing to do that stuff. But yeah, I just see a theme, an overarching theme there of motion, moving, getting this, and then going along. Anyway. HX Shemsley, thank you for your donation. HX wants to know. General reading, please. Find out. Being demanding or impatient. Yeah. Okay, so for this particular thing, I want to do the Rosetta. Let's do some tarots that we haven't done in quite some time. And the Rosetta is one. I know we already did Thoth while we're doing the Rosetta. But anyway, but yeah, so my theory about donations, is, so I'm sorry, not donation, my theory about a list. Okay, so let's say that Tarot Magician is third on the list. Let's say Tarot Magician is third on the list. So I don't have any objects to put here. Okay, we'll put, no, okay. So Tarot Magician, so we have a list 1, 2, and 3. And Tarot Magician is right here. She's number 3. Okay. So there we have. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we get a donation. So now we get a donation. And now we get a donation between these two. So then I do the donation. And meanwhile, we get another donation. And then we get another donation. And now I move to the second one. And after the second one, we get another donation. And then another donation. So now Tarot Magician's been sitting here an hour. And she was originally the third person on the list. So she's like, oh, TarotOracle, he'll get to my question here probably like 5 or 10 minutes. But now she's waited an hour. How happy do you think she's going to be? How happy do you think she's going to be? And then comes the problem. Okay, then the additional problem. Now Tarot Magician gets tired of waiting and she leaves. So now I need to know something like, you know, like Juicy Peach. I'm asking Juicy Peach about, you know, questions and stuff, and I'm getting feedback, but Tarot Magician's left because she had to wait an hour. Anyway, so that's what's wrong with the list, in my personal opinion. Again, very subjective. But if I do it at random, the person's right there. I know the person's there because they just asked the question. So now I know that I'm going to get the feedback that I need. And I know that they're going to be here, and we get the back and forth going and all that. Live in Luxury, thank you for your donation again. Greatly appreciate it. So, Live in Luxury, did you have a question? Okay, you did. You wanted a random? Okay, cool. All right, we'll do that. About the number 11, we'll try that. Anyway, my personal opinion, you know, everything's subjective around here. So, let's try this for HX Shimsy. Adjustment, we have, you know, we have adjustment again. But so we have adjustment again. So the next few months, I'm going to say, is about figuring out some things and balancing some things out, just like the adjustment card that we've had here. And I think, okay, actually, I'm going to go way off rails here. The adjustment card keeps coming up, and I think that means that things keep coming up in your life, things that you thought you were rid of, and they keep coming up. You thought you were rid of this, it arrives again. You thought you were rid of here, it arrives again. And I think the adjustment being in almost every single reading and every single deck I'm shuffling means that things are just reappearing in your life, and you're kind of confused as you're like, why is this back? I thought we were rid of this. I thought we had moved on. The Five of Swords, defeat upside down. I think that you're able to handle some of these obstacles or handle some of these things that keep reappearing. And I think that goes for people too. It's almost like that you have some drama, some people make some drama, some people have some issues. You're trying to get them fixed. You're trying to move on. You're trying not to be that type, but they keep bringing it up. It's almost like you have this repetitive drama coming in as well from people that you're expecting wouldn't have that drama and all that other stuff. Ashley, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. I think we got 10 in queue. Well, yeah, but I think we can combine some of those. Anyway, is he using Oracle deck or Tarot deck? Yes, this is Thoth format, by the way. Thoth. This is a Thoth derivative deck by M.M. Moline. And she has she's in a blog, by the way, a blog that you can listen to. Anyway, so I think that drama keeps reoccurring. The Knight of Cups says it's going to be about movement as well for this. It's going to be about taking some action. Things have been delayed. Things have been sort of not really moving forward. And I think you're going to be able to get those moving forward and to get all of that. And that's going to relieve some of the drama, some of the repetitiveness that keeps coming up and all this other stuff. So Ace of Discs says that you had an opportunity. To get some, either get some initiative started or get some, not really business, but not really a business, but get some money income. And I don't really think that's going to work out. I think that there's some mitigating factors that are preventing you from getting started on that and to getting that. So the Ace of Discs, the Root of Earth being upside down, I think that the things that you were starting as far as earning money, the things that looked a bit promising are going to sort of falter out, are going to sort of not be there. And not be exactly as stable as what you were trying to make of it. So some things at work, maybe a new project or, you know, some new beginning, right? The Root of Earth, the Ace of Discs, a new beginning with that could be a project, could be a business, could be something at work or something like that. You thought was going to start going and it's not going, seems to be stalled, seems to be uprooted a bit, you know, no pun intended with the Root of Earth. So, but I think you have a couple of challenges, but you got a couple of cool things and you're able to resolve some of the other items that are coming there. Okay, so KR wants to know, how soon will I return to work? How soon will I return to work? Okay, so Kimberly, do you have any options? Do you have any options there as far as the workplace goes? All right, I want to use this, and this is the Celtic, Universal Celtic or Celtic. Anybody here with the Sun and the Moon Tarot? 78 cards standing right of weight. Sun and the Moon. Sounds familiar. It does sound a bit familiar. Yeah, it's more of a Thoth-based deck. Yeah, Emma Moline is on that podcast that you can listen to. It talks about Thoth. By the way, if you want to learn Thoth, listen to Emma Moline's podcast. If you're watching this later, I'll put a link in the description later to her podcast. But it's very informative. They go through each card, and there's a bunch of people in there. And they, okay, so how does my black cat feel about me? We're Taurus. All right, cool. So how soon will you return to work? Thank you so much for your donation, Ashley. I greatly appreciate it. All right. So let's check this out here by turning off that. There we go. All right. The star. What is the deal with the star? Just had a stroke and not ready to face the coworkers of the stress. Yeah. Oh, wow. You had a stroke? I'm sorry to hear that. That stinks. I'm ready to face my coworkers of the stress. Okay. Let's see. How soon? So the question is, we had a lot of questions. How soon will you return to work? As far as the recovery process goes, let's take a look at that. The recovery process is going to be a while. The star says that you're on the right path to recovery. You're on that path to recovery. You know how to recover. It's just a matter of the 9 of Wands. You're just going to have to let that happen and let that sort of go forth and be that and get that recovery done, right? Because we're moving into the 9 of Swords. If you go too soon, if you go too soon, if there's a lot of different factors that are going to be sort of hitting you in the face with that. So you do need that recovery process. You do need that recovery time. Again, we have two sort of odd cards, the 2 9s. One is sort of, you're sort of backed into a corner in certain respects as far as your health is concerned with all the greenery and whatnot. You do have people that are aware of the situation, and I don't think that they mind the recovery time, but I mean, you are on the recovery process. So it just takes time. The Knight of Wands says you have to take that time. You have to sort of relax into it. And the Knight of Swords means that going back before you're ready could mean some issues. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never make work schedules based upon a random dude on YouTube, like me, by the way. So yeah, so going back too soon, you get not much of a recovery, and it seems that it is a disadvantage. The 5 of Swords also says that there is some work waiting for you that could be potentially stressful as well. So you sort of want to watch that, especially if you just had an issue. You want to let the recovery process happen. The 8 of Pentacles says just sort of take it easy, and you will be going back to work. It will be just slightly longer than you're expecting, basically. So the 8 of Pentacles is you will go back to work. You'll have that stableness. You'll have the stability once again. But again, you have a couple of negative cards in between that. You just sort of, just take it easy, relax, go through your recovery process, and it could be slightly longer than you're expecting as far as getting back to work. Okay. All right. Let's put this back. See you, Magician. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Okay, so Ashley had a few questions. Why did I fall asleep? Why am I sleepy? So we're going to do all 3 of Ashley's real quick. Sleepiness, and then spiritual gifts, and then black cat feel about me. Okay, so we'll do the triple shot. What's a good triple shot deck? We need a mini deck. Elmar, hello. Thank you for joining. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, what is a good triple shot deck? I'm thinking the Golden Tarot. You know what I want to do? What I want to do is the Dulac. The Dulac would be great for this. Here we go. Edmund Dulac Tarot. Regret eating 2 plates of Panda Express. Oh my God, 2 plates of Panda Express? Like I'll do like 4 forkfuls of Panda Express, and I feel like I'm going to explode. Okay, so we'll do 3 for the sleeping. We'll do 3 for the spiritual gifts, and we'll do 3 for the black cat. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to do all this. All right, let's start off by turning that off. There we go. Okay, so let's do the 3 here for the sleepiness. Well, that's interesting, a 2 of Cups. I think your body's trying to recover. From various things. So I think that you're not just sleepy because of the retrograde, the phases and whatnot for the astrology and all that. I do think that your body is trying to recover from some different things. X Martinez, hello. How is it going? Do Golden Tarot feel like I've won for a house burn down? What? Golden Tarot, I feel like I had one. Oh wow, your house burned down. That's terrible. SC, hello. Thank you for joining. Panda Express calms me down. Okay. So yeah, this is Edmund Do Like Tarot, by the way. So I think your body's trying to recover from various things, right? We have the 10 and the 10 merging into the 2. It's like that there was almost a peak or an overload of some type with the 2 10s, right? The cups and the pentacles. I think that things are going okay, but you just have an overload of various things. And I think your body's trying to sort of recover or trying to get back to normal as well. I think that it could be obviously because of the astrological things as well, but it just seems that you're in a recovery process for various things. So your body's overloaded with something, you know, not Panda Express, I don't think, but your mind, your body is overloaded and you're trying to recover from that. And so you do get sleepy, and you're getting sleepy in the past couple of weeks just for this recovery process. So your body's going through sort of a healing stage. It's trying to get back to normal, and that's going to be normal. Being sleepy is perfectly normal, you know, during that time as well. So the 10-10 down into the 2, you're just getting back to normal, basically, is what is going on. So Butterfly A, hello, how's it going? So that is the sleepiness, and we'll move on to the spiritual gifts. What are your spiritual gifts? Whoa, let's move the cards up where people can see them. What a great innovation that would have. Okay. Couple of Pentacles. I think that your spiritual gifts are the innovation that you have. I think you're able to innovate. What deck is this again? This is the Edmund Do Like Tarot. There you go. So I think that you have innovation, and I think that you're able to innovate. In other words, I think that you think outside of the box. You don't think linearly all the time. And I think you have creative ideas that could really help you, that could be a boon for you in a lot of different respects. So I think that you're able to get that creativity, right? So we have the 3 of Pentacles talking about that innovation, that work, to where you're able to work and you're able to get some things and present it to people, and they're like, "Ooh, that's a really good idea. That's a very good idea." And I think people get excited about that, and that's one of the factors that you're sort of running into as far as spiritual gifts. Is one of the big things. The 5 of Coins means I think you're able to make money from those innovations, make money from those ideas. And that's going to be, again, a big help as you sort of go through life and earning money and whatnot. I don't think you're going to be broke at all. I don't think you're going to have any issues with money because you're able to get these ideas and run with them. And that's going to be sort of one of the spiritual gifts is to get your ideas and actually run with them. So if you have an idea for doing this, try it out. Try it out. We're on social media now. You can try out stuff for free, basically, right? Kickstarter, social media, etc. Try it out and see how it floats, right? And again, we're looking at the Knight of Swords. Again, that action, taking that action is going to be a big thing too. So make sure you get your gifts and you take action with them and you try them out and you throw them out there for the world to determine if they're great or not. And the world will give you some feedback and let you know if it's great or not, right? Okay, so your black cat, what's your black cat think of you? Hopefully your black cat likes you. Hopefully your cat likes you. So the King of Swords, I mean, yeah, cat likes you being around. Cat likes your communication. Cat likes to be talked to. The cat likes to be talked to. You definitely see this with a king. The cat likes to be talked to. It likes the queen, sorry. It likes your communication. It likes you to talk to it. And your cat loves you to, have not obviously not a conversation, but likes a positive feedback. And the cat likes some feedback. The cat likes to hang out with you and things like that. The 5 of the 5 sort of means leave the cat alone. When the cat's busy, when the cat's doing stuff, the cat doesn't like to be bothered sometimes, and the cat wants you sort of to know that, hey, when I'm busy, when I don't want to be bothered, take the hint and leave me alone. Let me have my private space. Let me have a bit of space with that as well. So, the cat obviously will come back, but the cat does want some space occasionally, just do what cats do. And all of that good stuff. Basically, yeah. So, I mean, you have a good relationship with your cat. I think everything's cool with that. Just make sure to talk to your cat and give them some feedback and, show them some love and talk to them and let them know what you think. They just like to be talked to sometimes. And when they're not in the mood, leave them alone because they want some space and a bit of privacy occasionally. So Some lady today, huh? Living luxuriously, Selena is next. Okay, living luxuriously, Selena, or no, I'm sorry. Deb is next. Deb, what does Deb want to know? We have so many donations. I'm sorry. I need to scroll up and figure out what Deb wanted to know. Deb, what did you want to know? Deb, I don't see your question. Deb, did you have a question? Let me know, Deb, if you had a question. I'm scrolling around and I don't see it. Hopefully you didn't have a question. I missed it. If you're just making a donation, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. But if you do have a question, let me know and I will rope back to you. All right. So, living luxuriously, Selena had a question. Okay, so you had a question. You want to know imagery about the deck, Golden Tarot. You had some feedback. And is he using an oracle? So I'm still scrolling around. Here we go. Random feel in regards to number 11. I was born. My number numerology path is just random. Okay. So you want a reading, please. So did you want a reading about the number 11? Let me know. Living luxuriously. Let's see. Crep was trying to donate $5. I'm wandering around trying to figure out what your question is. So you said, how did this work? And then you donated. And then you talked about the number 11. Talked about numerology. And, okay. So, living luxuriously, did you have a question? Let me know. And we'll just hang out until we get a question. Got a good dozen oracle decks and runes and pendulums. Oh, I need to do runes. Okay. Sure, living luxuriously. Let me know what the question is, and we'll pop down some cards for you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, D. I appreciate that. Okay, so Deb wants to know how long it takes her to get over the Sag. How long to get over the Sag. Cool. Yeah, thank you, D. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot of chat. Sometimes chat gets really going. Chat gets rocking over here. Okay, Golden Tarot. Do that. My brother. Okay, so living luxuriously, Selena did. What is your question? Let me know what your question is. We'll throw down some cards. Getting over the Sag. That must have been some Sagittarius. You have to get a recovery process going there. All right. Golden Tarot will let us know. Will give us the information we need about the Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, well, living luxuriously, did you have a question? I see your things about the 11th and being born on the 11th and all that. Let me know if you have a question, or did you want a reading, or did you just sort of want to chat? Just let me know. If you had a question, let me know what that is. Okay, so 7 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, and then why the number 11 is so prominent. Okay, yeah, that's what I think too. So I think about the number 11, we have a bunch of different discussion about that. Random reading, what do you feel regarding the number 11? Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. 2 of Wands in the Tower. I think that you're going to sort of get over it involuntarily. I think we have an involuntarily thing. It's almost like that this person tries to contact you again, or you try to contact this person again, and it doesn't go so well. So, yeah. Sorry, living luxuriously. The chat scrolls pretty quick sometimes. So the 7 of Cups says that down into the 6 of Cups says, I think this person is going to be reaching out to you again, but it's not going to work out that well. It's not going to work out that well because it ends with the Tower. I think that the Sagittarius, even though you're sort of broken or what have you, somebody contacts the other person. So we have that 7 of Cups. There is some back and forth things going on still. Obviously, they probably moved on. You probably moved on as well. But the 7 of Cups says this sort of Kepi lady. Hello. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So the 7 of Cups says that there's that energy still between you. I don't think the energy's gone. And I think you're feeling that as well. You're feeling that energy still going, right? And that's going to be sort of a problem because it's hard to get rid of that. And the 6 of Cups, somebody reaches out to the other person and renews that energy. And again, it doesn't go well. The Tower ends up with that. Temperance says that, again, temperance is fire mixed with water. If you look at the Thoth deck, etc. Sometimes temperance doesn't mix. Sometimes things don't mix. And I think that now that it's over and now that things have moved on, it's not a good mix and it's going to be an issue, basically. Temperance points to an issue from that mixture. That mixture is not blending, and it does look pretty challenging as far as that as well. The Two of Wands, domain. I think that everyone's trying to get their separate place, and I think this person is trying to get their separate place as well. And I think that they're a bit confused as to what they want, and confused about, you know, how to go forward and things like that. So, yeah, you haven't moved on. Yeah, you still have that Six of Cups connection, right? You have the Six of Cups connection that's sort of going there. And the Seven of Cups, you have the thoughts around this person. You have all the sorts of thoughts around this person. So the Tower says that it basically, something happens that's dramatic. I think one person contacts the other person, drama happens, and apparently it's not good drama. And so there was a hard break. There's a hard break at some point. The Tower points to just this hard break that occurs with all that stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, that doesn't look like that mixes well. And it looks like somebody's going to contact somebody else, and the situation sort of takes care of itself. And things go awry. Things go awry once that sort of happens. Anyway, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So now it's doing Living Luxuriously. Wants to know about the number 11. So we'll do LL. How about that 11? YouTube gets a cut. The super chat fee goes to TarotOracle. Yeah, YouTube takes 30% and I get 70% of the super chat. Okay, so let's do playing cards. Let's do playing cards. That happened. Oh my. Okay, let's do playing cards. So Living Luxuriously, we're doing playing cards for you, by the way. I won't do a playing card trick. I don't want to read with playing cards after I do a playing card trick. So you gotta be careful with that. Oh. Oh, it's a rough night. It's a rough night. It is a rough night. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. No magic. No magic. I could do some magic. The king becomes the jack. Okay, that's just absolutely terrible, but okay. So what now? All right. Find out what's going on with the number 11. The number 11 is actually 2. Points to choices. I think regular cards are hard to shuffle after shuffling tarot. I know, it's weird, isn't it? I'm just not used to it. Okay, so we're looking. Okay, so the first sort of segment here, we're looking at that. You're just bothered by this because I think that you have some difficult choices in your life that you haven't addressed. You have difficult choices in life that haven't addressed. 11 points out as 2, points out as choices, right? Choices, and the snake eating its tail, if you look at the Thoth, etc., points to changes and choices. I think you have some undesirable choices that you have to make, basically, either now or later, that are going to come up. And it's not going to be advantageous for you because you really don't want to deal with it. I think that sometimes you put stuff off until later. You're going to sort of procrastinate some things because it's not a good choice. You don't see it as a good choice. You don't see it as something that you can embrace. Or, you know, sometimes you have a choice between chocolate ice cream and some lovely mint chocolate ice cream. You're like, which one do I want to do? But I think it's not one of those. I think you have a good and a bad choice. Brown Sugar, hello, welcome. And Shane, welcome. I appreciate that. You joining. Thank you for hanging out with us. But so you're going to need to make those choices. You're going to need to face those and sort of face the music with that and figure out exactly how it's going to go. I don't think you can delay it for much longer, right? So now we have the Knight and the Jack. I do think that this involves other people. So you're going to have the choices that involve other people, and you're going to have to sort of consider them within this realm as well. You know, consider them, is this going to be advantageous for them? If not, how are you going to explain it? How are you going to sort of logistically work this out? Because a lot of times we get into situations where we have to make people happy. And if you don't, then Gracia, hello, how's it going? And if you don't make people happy, or you get into making choices and other people are affected, they're going to get mad at you. And I think you're sort of concerned about that as well once that sort of hits. I do think you eventually do make the choice. And I think that things come up surrounding that. And I think that you have a bit of drama that is associated with that as well. So basically there's a tough choice coming up that you're gonna have to make. And this is what you're sort of leaning into. And this is what you're sort of looking at. And, yeah, sort of this cycle, reincarnating many times. Yeah. But you're gonna have to figure this out, and you're gonna have to account for other people's feelings and other people's opinions on that as well. And you have to weigh it out within your decision-making process. But basically delaying it is not going to be advantageous for you. You have to sort of face up to that and sort of move on. The 5, I think you have some regrets. You have some regrets as far as this is concerned as well. So the 5 sort of points to a bit of that regret, a bit of that, challenge as far as that. So you're going to look back, and hindsight is 20/20, and you're going to think, why didn't I do this? Or why didn't I do that? But the reality is, I think that you made the best choice that you could. They made the best choice that you could at the time. And that's going to be something that you're going to have to go with. But I think you make a good choice. You made the best choice that you could at the time. Not everyone's happy about it, but that's okay, because that's the best thing for you. And that's going to be the best thing as far as that goes. Okay. So, Cappy Lady, how long to meet a long distance partner? PGV, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. That's my sister Carla from Cancer. Okay. Let's do CP. So, Cappy, so you're saying that you have a long distance partner waiting? No, living luxuriously. That is for you. That was for you. So, Cappy Lady, do you have a long distance partner right now? Do you have a long distance partner right now? And you're asking how long until you can meet this person in person? Let me know. So I'm kind of curious. In the meantime, we'll shuffle and put out the Dark Mansion Tarot. All right. Okay, so you have a relationship going, and you're waiting to meet this other person. Okay. Let's check this out. All right. How long to meet the other person? We have one. We have another card. There we go. We have a combination of cards there. We'll do PGV, and then that will be the last reading. We will end here, and then we'll go grab some dinner and be done for the evening. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. It has been very fun, as always, hanging out with all of you. All right. Okay, so let's check this out. So how long before you meet this other person? The Queen of Cups and the Fool, I think actually pretty soon, right? The Queen of Cups, I think that you are pretty much in tune with this person and that you have a coordination with them, but you have a coordination with them with the Queen of Cups. So this is somebody that you care about, somebody that is a good part of your life, somebody that you can rely on, somebody that you have a connection with. The Queen of Cups points to that connection, points to the person that is going to be important to you as far as that's concerned as well. The Fool says that someone, you're going to meet them fairly soon, right? Fairly soon. The Fool and the 8 of Cups. I think it's going to be a bit of hesitation or trepidation as you get closer to this meeting, or you get closer to this time and closer to being together and what have you. I think there's a bit of hesitation because you do have that transition. Unfiltered Mystic, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. So I do think that you have that, a bit of mixed feelings as far as getting the person and meeting them. So is this going to be your first meeting, or have you met them before? Because the 8 of Cups sort of points to that trepidation. I'm kind of wondering if it's because you're moving from that place of, I know I have a steady relationship with this person. I have steady communication with this person. Cleopatra, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. You have a steady relationship with this person, but it's on a level of, long distance. It's on a level of long distance where you have that separation, you have that privacy, you have that particular thing. And then met before. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I think that you're going to be able to meet them. And again, you're going to have some hesitation. I'm not sure why, but the Eight of Cups sort of points a bit of that hesitation. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I think that you sort of start having conversations around moving or getting together. I mean, getting together permanently, right? Somebody moving or somebody relocating. The Ace of Wands, I think you sort of start that conversation at some point to one person moving to get closer to the other person. And I think that sort of moves the relationship into a new level. The Knight of Pentacles, again, points to there's maybe money is a factor, maybe jobs is a factor. Somebody has a stable job or somebody has a particular, position or family or something like that that's sort of keeping them in that particular town. But the conversation does come up. The Ace of Wands, I think the conversation does come up about moving, about getting together more permanently and getting together in a more long-term sense rather than being in a long-distance relationship. So that's good. That's good. So sort of moving past that, moving forward with the Ace of Wands. So looking pretty good. So yeah, the Fool says that how long to meet him and how long, probably like maybe a month or less. Maybe a month or less. I mean, the Fool is the second card in the spread. So it's looking like that's going to be coming pretty soon. All right. So this is from my sister Carla from Cancer. Should she stay at her actual job? All right. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Unfiltered Mystic. I'm out of here after these two readings. You can come back tomorrow. We are here every night, every single night. Let's see, after a job, they offer more money, new project. She was bored. She accept another job. Stay. Okay, so stay or go. PGV. Stay or go. All right, let's figure that out and see what's happening with that. Stay or go would be good with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. Oh, no, I don't want to do Forest of Enchantment. I'm really falling out of love with this deck. I really am. I'm falling out of love with this deck, which is unfortunate. Okay, Wonderland. Every time I get it, I'm like, should I be doing something else? Should I be doing something else? Suits a number for predictions. All right. Check that out. So, by the way, never make job or career decisions based upon a random dude reading tarot on the internet and on YouTube as well. On the internet with YouTube, with the TCP/IP packets. TCP/IP packets moving across the waves with video processing in between. Never make job decisions or career decisions based upon that information. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, so now we've covered that, the basics. Should she stay or should she go? Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Death. That's pretty much a strong indication that take that other one, accept another job. They offer more money and a new project, or should she accept another job? Okay, well, that's interesting. So I do think that there's going to be a varied reaction to that, right? A varied reaction to that. So we have a couple of, Ashley, I think you skipped my question. Let's see. Lady told me I was following her. Why did she say that? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. We'll get to that here in just a second. Sorry about that, Ashley. All right. So the Empress, I think that she has, Alice in Wonderland, I think that she has a lot of control with career. She has a lot of control with career and how she's doing things and how things are working. I think that she's pretty much extremely good at her job and she's able to get whatever she wants, basically, it seems. With the Empress, she's at home with all of that stuff. So we have the Ace of Pentacles into Death, into the Two of Pentacles, into the Seven. I believe that even though that she has more money in a new project, again, entertainment purposes only. Don't make any career decisions based upon this. Don't do anything based upon what I'm saying. But I think that the bigger opportunity is with someplace else. So the Ace of Pentacles has this new opportunity, or the new opportunity that's sort of creeping up. Death says that we have an ending to one job and the beginning of another job. So that's pointed towards that. But see, this is the trick here though, right? So the question is, should she stay at her actual job, but they're offering her more money in a new project? So now you have to determine, and this is going to be interesting. I love Dee's take on this actually. How do you determine this? We have Ace of Pentacles. We have this new opportunity. We have this new thing that could be the new job or it could be the new project. Death. It could be the death of the old project into this new project, right? Ace of Pentacles could also be the more money at the current job. The death could be the end of the current project into this new project, or could be the end of this job into the new job. Two of Pentacles means that we're sort of in between. We're in between. We have these choices. We have a variety of these odd choices sort of cropping up. And Two of Pentacles means you have both as a viable option. Seven of Cups obviously points to the option sort of hovering around us and the thoughts around which one that should we take. So I think this is interesting. It basically sort of rounds out the situation. So I'm going to do one card as a conclusion. One card as a conclusion to the whole thing, because it could be either one. But we'll do one card as a wrap-up to the entire thing. Wrap up to the entire thing. The Lovers. The Lovers. The Lovers recommends, or the Lovers says, that the current match or the current mate is probably the best solution. Is the best solution. That's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, the Lover says the current mate or the current situation is the best solution. Anyway, so yeah, that is very interesting that the reading points to either one. And then we have one card, basically throw down. The Lovers, basically the current match or the current mate is the mate to be with, is the current mate to be with. In other words, her current. So it's very interesting how that could be read either way. And again, you asked me, so that is my take on it. I think that if you had 50 different tarot readers, they would have 50 different readings for that particular question. And I think the complexity is because that you said more money and new project. If you hadn't have said that, if you had not have said that, it would definitely be the other job, because that would be completely indicative of that. So yeah, so there you go. Stay where you are. There you go. All right, so you cut ties with my Libra friend and business partner, and then Ashley will come back to you real quick. All right, a lot of business decisions. Cut ties with my Libra friend or not? All right, this is entertainment purposes only. Never cut ties with anyone based on what I said. And we're going to do the Hush Tarot for this one and check that out. Go. P-Love, hello. How's it going? We are wrapping up here. All right. Cut ties or no? Cut ties or no? Let's find out. D, thank you for hanging out for the whole thing. We've been going an hour and a half. We're marathoning. D, we're marathoning tonight. We're marathoning tonight. It's only Thursday. Friday and Saturday nights are very busy. And it's only Thursday. We're having a lot of fun, though. Should you cut ties or not? Okay, entertainment purposes only. Never make ties cutting decisions based upon a random Virgo on YouTube. Never do it. Entertainment purposes. But the Magician says that you're pretty good on your own. You're pretty good on your own as far as a business partner, business is concerned. You're pretty good on your own. The Magician says you have all the tools. You have all the masteries that you need to get that done. You have all the mastery and the needs to get that done, right? You really don't need a lot of other people. 8 as well says you have the mastery of the business. You have the mastery of the work. So he's over here hammering in the skulls and all that stuff. So you have the mastery of the business. You have the mastery of all your tools, and you are quite well off, or you're quite good at doing the business and getting the business done and getting things done as well as that. There is sort of this disorganization that you have. It's almost like that you get overwhelmed sometimes, and you're trying to figure out sort of how to deal with that. Because if you get overwhelmed, maybe you do need somebody. If you get overwhelmed, maybe you do need either a partner or something like that, but you have a gap within your structure, or how you structure things or how you do things. And if you want to go it alone, if you want to do it without the business partner, you're going to have to adjust your behavior and increase your increase your work, basically. So get a bit better mastery or get a better handle on some of the things that you're weak at. So find your weakness if you're going to proceed through that. Find your weakness and go forth for that. So fix your weaknesses. Positive Always, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Positive Always, we're going to have to get yours tomorrow. So we will get your question tomorrow. Anyway, but yeah, you're going to have to address your weaknesses because that's going to be difficult if you're going it alone. You're going to quickly find out what your weaknesses are. So figure it out now, eliminate them now, and that's going to be beneficial for you. But the Hermit says it all. The Hermit says it all. The Hermit being alone, the Hermit being wise, the Magician being the master of their tools, being extremely good at what you do at work, and then being alone with the Hermit sort of indicates the leanings here, but again, entertainment purposes only. And we're going to do Ashley, and then we are going to be out of here. Positive Always, we're going to do you tomorrow, first thing. I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much, but I am starving to death, and I have not had anything to eat yet. Okay, so we'll do Ashley's last question, which is, let's see. Somebody told me that they're following me. Oh, okay. AV, following me, why they ask. Okay. Told me I was following her. Okay. What is a good following deck? I'm thinking the Celtic Dragon or the Celtic Dragon. Did we already do the Celtic Dragon? I'm not really sure. We've had quite a few readings tonight. D, it is reading extravaganza tonight. What do you think? What do you think? It is reading extravaganza. Okay, why did this person say that you're following them? All right, let's check that out. And get rid of the graphic. Get rid of the graphic. We have a lot of dragons here, that's for sure. And Justice is back. Justice has returned. Thought you were a Scorpio. Do you have the 5-cent tarot? No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I saw it. I don't like it. Maybe I'm probably the only one on earth that doesn't like that one, but I don't like it. Justice, the Page of Cups. I think they're just trying to get attention. I think they're just trying to get attention. I think they like to cause a bit of the drama. They like a bit of the drama. The Page of Cups upside down. They like to be a bit in the emotional immature side, and they tend to lean that way sometimes. And I mean, that's just sort of how that goes. That's how they go. The 7 of Swords. I think for a moment they thought you were trying to get something from them, trying to steal something from them or trying to get something from them, or you wanted something. So you wanted something. The 7 of Swords. I want something. I like the attention. I like a bit of the drama. Queen of Pentacles. I think just basically ignore the person, right? Somebody does that, just ignore them. A lot of times you'll just get random encounters with people that are confused or they've had... So like some people, if you meet them in just random situations, will just freak out over everything. They freak out over everything. They're always looking behind them. They're always trying. And this seems to be just one of those people that did that. So they thought you wanted something. They like to cause drama sometimes. And that's just the way it goes. I don't think they really had any intentions of clubbing you over the head or anything like that, but it just seems that they thought you wanted something. And again, that's for people have personal experiences that will dictate their behavior, right? So maybe somebody approached them and they were annoying, or maybe somebody approached them and constantly bugged them about something, and this way they think the world works. And that is just how it goes. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I greatly appreciate all the donations and everyone hanging out tonight. And we will see you tomorrow night, same time.